In a heap.
Each level takes place in a location around the world. In these locations, Sly must recruit a new member which will help him get into the vault. If I were there, I would easily crack into the vault and shower coins down on those filthy humans.
Coins? I thought you hated us.
Use your head. I said shower coins down on humans.
Oh, I see. Well, that would surely be heavy enough to kill them after the drop, yes.
Locations include Venice, Australia, Holland, China, Pirate Seas, and...
Hey! Let me say a location. Oh, there's only one left. Cane Island.
These levels all have comical stereotypes for enemies and environments, keeping the atmosphere fresh enough for you humans to live.
It never feels like you have to travel to each location without a purpose either. Everything links to another, with the gang needing to go to Australia to talk with Murray's guru about leaving his Venetian trip so you could obtain him back. Or needing to go back to China because the Panda King is the world's best known pyrotechnic.
Familiar faces return from previous games such as the Panda King and Dimitri.
And Mugshot. Both he and the Panda King were from the Phoenix 5 in Sly 1.
I did not forget, fool. I just did not want to say.
So all of this makes for pleasant surprises for both fans new and old to the series, with each environment being drastically different from the last two, providing some great variety.
Graphical presentation upload.
Yes. The interesting thing about Sly 3 is that it has a very comic book feel to it. When Mario punches, the comic swing wording is seen on screen as he knocks lights out of an enemy, or blammo is seen when an RC car shoots something down. It's all pretty neat.
Neat is an iron smothering your face.
That will get the creases out, yeah.
You have enough in your old age.
Why, you little piece of...
The game also contains cell shading on the characters. This makes them look cartoony in the same comic book style, but better.
The cell shading certainly adds to the cartoony effect, and it wouldn't really feel right any other way. Add that to the fact that cell shading is smooth, with the extra texturing on them, and they look mighty fine overall.
The levels are not cell shaded. This makes Mr. Duck Duck angry.
You still have that rubber ducky?
Touch Mr. Duck Duck and you fry.
So anyway, the environments themselves are not cell shaded, which is pretty typical of the game actually. I personally think if the whole game was cartoony, then some effect in the sneaking stealth would be lost, and the visual appeal strangely enough too. The landscapes would all look too unrealistic, and my best guess is that people won't take the game too seriously, running about everywhere and goodness knows what else. It's a stealth game. It needs some realism.
Humans need more realism. They live by their selfish dreams and never carry them out. They believe they will win lotteries and build a good career in music. How pathetic.
Machines need some realism, otherwise they'd be metallic and lifeless, like Mecha.
You have it coming.
The animations are a bit jerky, I feel, however. It feels a bit odd seeing the Panda King wave his arms around in a somewhat sharp fashion, or heads cocking to one side amazingly quickly and then back to normal position again. It feels a bit too unnatural, even from a comic book standard. Still, there are some slick creeping movements by Sly, as he stealthily pickpockets enemies or airily swings around on his cane. I love that cane.
Open comments for sound.
Okay, this part is really going to be opinionated, I feel, since it depends on how you rate this. The first way to rate the sound in this game is through how it suits the mood. The second is how it suits the player's preference to music.
Music to my ears are the sound of thousands of humans screaming in pain as I electrocute them.
You have speakers. Machines don't have ears, Mecha.
Someday I will do, as trophies from all those I killed.
Moving on, I feel the game's music really does suit the feel of the game personally. It's generally got a very mellow, almost sleazy feel to them that reminds you of the 1950s or the 1930 crime movies. Since Sly is a master thief, that suits the bill perfectly. The music even dims down upon tighter stealthy sections, such as backing against a wall to shimmy across a cliff edge, or sneaking behind an enemy to kill them in a feral pounce.
You cannot kill someone with a pounce.
Hush, Mecha.
The feral pounce is an ability that causes Sly to move swiftly, you fool.
The music also adapts to some version of the Sly theme tune that fits in with the new environment, such as a very Chinese version of it for the Kunlun Mountains section of the game, for example.
I do not like the music as a preference. I want techno. Give me techno. I wanna rave.
Let the smoke crackle the brain now.
Pathetic.
I'd like to see you try.
You shall never beat me in a dancing competition.
We'll see one of these days. We must have another face-off at some point. It should become a regular thing.
Keep dreaming like those dreaming humans do. Machines will always win.
So, voice acting. The voicing is actually pretty well done in this game, but that may be because the characters are so strong in the first place. Each character has quite a strong accent to them to tell the player where they come from or what kind of character they are simply from how they talk. Anyone can tell Bentley is the geeky and kind-hearted one, or how Carmelita's strong accent sounds rather attractive actually. It's about time there were some stronger female roles in these games, and Sly 3 has 2 in fact.
Sly Cooper.
Yeah, like that. I find it amusing how some of the voice acting can backfire though. Early on in the game, Bentley must take on Don Octavio in an opera recital. Bentley has a very nerdy kind of voice, and him singing is somewhat painful. Especially the last note you must pull out.
La 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 la.
La la la.
Shush! Still, kudos goes to whoever designed the characters, by the way, and making them work well in the